Raiders, Broncos coming up on EA Sports. Wrap up the regular season with today's Week 17 matchup.
Bill, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
First down at the 20. Trying to power his way right up the middle. First down at the 31. Slashes to the left side. Here's a look at the Broncos offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. The Broncos line up, split backfield. Second down and 10. Will go Brown. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. And now here's the Raiders defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. Third down on the way. The Broncos have to get to the 41 for a first. He has the grab. The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Now first and 10. McKinnon has the catch, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Well, you can't play man-to-man, Jim, every single play. Every once in a while, you got to throw in the zone. That's what they did this past play. Hey, it was a good idea. It just didn't work.
So they complete one, and still it's second down.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Second down and 6. He's got the catch. Tyvon Branch in on that last play.
Well, the guard the tight end close. Sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
First down here. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Let's round.
Thomas going to take the snap from the shotgun. What a first series touchdown.
That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Let's go.
Halfway through this first quarter now.
Sankey on the receiving end.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Running right through the trenches. Here's a look at how the Raiders offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions.
Let's go.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instruction.
Launching it deep. And now here's the Broncos defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. Third and 7 following the incompletion. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Very nearly intercepted. What did their defensive coordinators say to us on Friday, Phil? Something like third down is where we need to win this football game. He's got to be pleased with what he's seen so far.
Absolutely. They love it. Third down defense is what it's all about in the NFL. And the defense came through that time with a nice stop.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Broncos offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
First down at the 20. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
The Raiders guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Let's go. Let's round.
Second down and 13. Airing it out. Pass is intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
It's Sankey in the backfield. First down at the 44. The ball is knocked out.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Sankey's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The defender able to knock it away.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
It's third down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. Drop back, shotgun formation. Intercepted! Tackles made late here in the first quarter, and an interception gives the ball back to the offense.
You know, I know it's early in the game, but they have a chance to change the game for the rest of the three quarters if they go out here and score. Put the other team under extreme pressure. That's what you want to do.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 35. Looking to go deep. Nice catch.
I always love it when all the experts say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. Well, tell me about that after that throw and catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Back that time, in on the tackle. The reception by Demaryius Thomas. Heading to the line at the 22. First down at the 22. And they get the sack.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
That leads us to second down. Two tight ends on the field here.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
And he's sacked again. Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
It's been all about the defenses today as we welcome you back to the action. Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
Let's round!
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Too much pressure, and he's brought down again.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Breaking huddle at the 30-yard line. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And he's sacked again.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Third down now. The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. The quarterback unable to get the play off in time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. Third down after the penalty. Thomas is lined up. 2 tight ends set. Throws the pass. And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
The Broncos put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Broncos call for the punting team. Cooper's got it on the return. That return's good for about 5.
The Raiders were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again.
The Raiders come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 7-0.
Press coverage all the way. Getting away from the pressure. Hawk catch. Cooper's marked down at the 47.
Quarterback running around and extending the play. What an incredible effort that ends up with a long completion.
Beautiful job, Jim, that time by the quarterback. Defenses are so fast, it's hard to get outside and run around, but he knows he has to get rid of the football and arcs it down the field and puts it right on target.
First down and 10.
Sankey's taking the handoff.
That's a gain of 6.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second and 4 following the run.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. He'll take the snap from the gun. The Raiders get a first down.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, They're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Set up now at the 32.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
From the 29-yard line.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And ball is out. Recovery by the offense. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Fortunate to still have the football, recovering that fumble and facing third down.
Get ready.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
He's scrambling now. Going for the home run. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And these teams are on level ground again after the touchdown with just about half the second quarter still to play.
You know what's fun about situations like this when teams get tied, to see the strategy and what the coaches have up their sleeve that we haven't seen so far.
The Raiders now ready to kick the football down the field. And a touchback. The Broncos heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Intercepted! That brings the play to an end. Midway through the second quarter now, we'll see an offense finally take control and break this tie, perhaps.
Well, I don't know. We could. I know the defense coming out on the field, they're mad because their offense just turned it over. So I think it's going to be hard to take control of this game by going down and scoring.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Midway second quarter. Sankey's got it on the handoff. Runs to daylight for the touchdown. About halfway through the second quarter now, and that touchdown gives them the lead.
Yeah, nothing like a positive drive, just like we saw there, Jim. And it's here midway in the second quarter. They found a way to finally get in the end zone, take the lead. Good job by the offense.
The Raiders for the point after. And the point after is good. The Raiders getting set to kick it away. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 20. And they're all over him for the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
double tight end formation.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
It'll be third down.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
It's first down as they head to the line. They bring in the extra tight end. Handoff out of the eye. Rock for a loss on that play. The rush totals just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. How do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play action to get the big plays down the field.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The wide receiver in motion.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Gilmore's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
Thomas completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Broncos from the 27. It's wide open. Gains 18.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Only 9 yards to go.
First and goal from the 9. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
That's second down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. Khalil Mack takes down the quarterback.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
This next snap will take place at the 19.
The Broncos at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Thomas is back in shotgun formation. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Jim, that pass ends up incomplete because the defender, he just jarred the football loose with that hit. Nice job. Get that shoulder into the receiver, knock that football out, and get it to the ground.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. And that should put them a little more at ease come halftime.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it gave them a confidence boost, and they gained confidence. On the other side, I think they lost confidence because of that field goal.
It'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Tosses the football. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He stepped out of bounds to stop the clock.
The Broncos lined up in the nickel. 2nd and 10. Sankey's got it on the screen.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a third and long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
The Raiders get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series. All set to punt here. And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. Down the field. And intercepted. We'll switch sides and take a break as the first half comes to a close here in the Mile High City. Welcome back to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Jim Nance, Bill Sims, and Danielle Bellini here for the start of the second half. The ball is fumbled. Going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting the turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. They'll take it at the 20. The Raiders offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
From the gun. It's caught by Matthews, and Ward's in on the tackle.
The Raiders did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards down. 2nd and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
This will be 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun. Bishop Sankey makes the catch. Looking at 3rd down. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. The Raiders are set to punt. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Broncos take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do if halftime is over. You come out here, you're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
The Raiders with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Takes it from the strong eye. Second down coming up.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Heaving it down the field. What a catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Well, the defense, they give him a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
First down following the long play. Here's the quick toss. And that gains a few.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
Second down and 7. They feed it to him one more time. On the way, 3rd down. The Broncos come to the line with a bunch set. He's Denver in for the score. Thomas is up to 25 touchdown passes on the season. The Broncos lined up now for the point after. Driving extra point is good. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
First down coming up. Press coverage all the way. Midway into the 3rd. Gonna try and scramble now. The defense gets a sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. The Raiders have it at the 24. Knocked down as he fires it. This is 3rd down. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Takes off with it. Feeling the heat.
The Raiders really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it.
the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. First down at the 34. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
It's a two-tight end formation.
The Broncos take it from the 33. Toss play. Picked up a couple that time.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Third down.
They'll run it here. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
The Broncos trying to catch the defense by surprise here on 3rd and long. They go with the run, and sometimes those runs on 3rd and long work, and you can pick up a first down. But that time the defense was ready. They tried it, and it didn't work.
This punt will not be returned and will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Raiders bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Second and 1 on the way. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Another takeaway. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
When a defense intercepts a pass like that, scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Broncos defense lined up going with the 46 defense. Down the field, but they can't connect.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Second down here. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Snapping out of the gun. Michael Crabtree with the catch.
Third down on the way.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Takes it from the gun. And Crabtree's got the catch on the touch throw.
First down, offense readying for the snap. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Welcome back. Not quite as riveting as many expected coming into this one. They come to the line at the 24. The final quarter underway now with this snap. He's picked off again. And a flag comes out.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Early in the fourth, and if there was ever thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, I'm not sure they ever thought this could be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
First and 10. Gets the handle here for a gain of about 5. Wasting no time now for this next play. Gilmore's got the catch and the first.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Thomas completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Broncos come out in a jumbo set. First and 10. To the ground. Has 12 on this play.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down on the way. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They're going to run it on the toss. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down and 12. Toss to the outside. Gets about 9 on the play. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. It's third down coming up.
Flex round. Oh, let's go.
Takes another handoff. Going to be a penalty here. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Third down after the penalty. The Broncos need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. The Broncos ball is out, and it's a takeaway.
The number one thing they're concentrating on at this point is taking care of the football, Phil Simms. What an untimely point to give the football away, even with a lead.
Jim, sometimes when I play golf, my number one thought is I don't want to make a bogey. But sooner or later, somewhere in that round, you know what's going to happen. So in football, it's a game of adversity. They fumbled, big deal.
Playing press coverage to the outside. The Raiders from the 32. That'll close the gap.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And that's a gain of 9. He He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 1 coming up. The Broncos have it at the 29. The Broncos get a first down. First down here. 2 tight ends on the field here. Takes the hit, throws. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. Handoff. He runs with it right up the gut. And he gains maybe 3. The defense will take the penalty.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. They'll go draw. Flag is out. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Screen. Jerick McKinnon has the reception. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The Broncos coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
Second and 2 coming up.
Flex round! Flex round!
Halfway through the 4th. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
The Raiders defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Third down now.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
And he's forced to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The Raiders offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
First down at the 23. Now on the move. Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Press coverage all the way. Time enough to squeeze in one more play before the 2-minute warning here in the 4th. A Crabtree's got it. First down. 2 minutes to go in the second half. First down. Pressure on every snap now. The Raiders come out in a bunch set. First down at the 36. Sankey's ready to run off the screen. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Sankey on the receiving end. And now he'll dip out of bounds.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking to go down the field here. Touchdown and drawing close. While that touchdown edges them closer to the lead, it may be a case of too little, too late in this game, Phil.
Well, it could be, Jim, but listen, I'm going to say this. It's never over. Remember 2015, the Seattle Seahawks had the Green Bay Packers in their place. I thought the game was over many times, but the Seahawks hung in there, and they found a way to pull it out. Well, I don't think they had any choice. He had to go for the onside kick there, and really the kick is just not good enough to give his teammates a chance for recovery, and now the game's probably over.
The Broncos didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
The football sits at the 34. Second and short. The give. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
I give the offense credit here, Jim, because this is a nice job. They knew if they got one first down, it would probably seal the game, and they got it done.
First down here after the run.
Come on, let's go. One, none.
The Raiders stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. They come to the line, and it's first down.
Ohio!
The Broncos step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius who catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock, and just get this game over with.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Feeds him again. Got a big lane. And it's a touchdown in the waning moments. The Shaw would give them the win. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting. To end it like this late in the game, man, you enjoy victories like this.
The Broncos for the point after. He made it. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Raiders come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and what you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance and throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about. Don't bump the ball if you get the ball in your hands as a runner or a receiver, and just get this game over with.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 20. He'll throw it over the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Raiders signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. The Broncos will come out in the dime. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. The pass is incomplete. There was no one open. It's now second down.
Let's go.
From the gun. Almost intercepted.
Sometimes on third and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
This will be the final snap.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He's taken down. That's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time.
This is one here where you had to just hold your breath, because just after one touchdown was scored, there would be another one shortly right behind it. A high-scoring affair and a memorable day indeed.
It really was. How exciting, really. The Jim, it was just you.